I lent you coin for wine.
Let me live.
Acabo de tartamudear, tío. ¿En serio se han currado para que la gente por ahí totalmente aleatoria tartamudeen? Estoy entrando. Oh, 0 espectadores, genial. Anuncio. Vale, pues podemos ir dándole, creo yo. Estoy lejos de donde estaba, porque si os recordáis, en el anterior episodio lo dejé directamente delante de la misión, porque me he ido a hacer misiones por mí mismo y me han dado esta espada de nivel 45, que obviamente es mejor que la que llevo. ¿Qué ocurre? Yo no creo que lleguemos al nivel 45, voy a nivel 40. Entonces... tengo mis dudas de que lleguemos al 45. Tal vez sí, porque si vamos a la orden de nivel por misión, igual sí que llegamos. Si no, no. Si un objeto brilla, probablemente merezca la pena cogerlo. Claro que sí. Coges, ves un cristal en el suelo, el cristal brilla, lo coges, te cortas y pillas pues cualquier cosa de ese cristal, sífilis por lo menos. Como si te violase el cristal. Es como si te la metiese bien doblada.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Es que en serio no se tienen con...
Just who the spit are you?
¿Por qué se meten con ese? Con el limpiabotas. Su padre. Su padre.
His father, and you won't touch him. I won't let you.
Oh, poppycock. I knew his father. A grifter, a cheat, just like his brood.
I'll teach him honesty. He'll not leave muck at our shop door just to draw patrons to his own stall. So back away, drifter.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well. Which is all the same to me.
Mandarle una paliza a un tío, epa, que va con la armadura completa. Son la hostia. Esta gente es la hostia, vamos. Menos mal que vienen de uno en uno, tienen honor. Epa. Hostia, el niño me está animando, no me había fijado. Epa. Creo que eso sí que me dio. Y eso volvió a darme. No veo... Ahí está. Que este ya cae. Hay que hacerle focus al mismo. Hostia, pero... ¿Cómo puede meter tanto de una hostia?
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Obstructing my investigation.
Understood. Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede official touchy business. Come on.
Ha sido genial, ¿eh? Es la primera vez que pierdo en una pelea de estas. Y eso que he dicho, lo del tío con la armadura y tal.
You're very good with your fists, sir.
Soy
Soy
la hostia.
would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Vamos al grano.
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons, Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival. Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture.
Comprar 10
I'm
patatas.
sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
No way. Not
Y
about
para
to
esto sirve.
contribute to your shady venture. You'll tell me what you know for free.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. As you wish, sir. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron. Gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Y le cae el bote y a la mierda. Dejarme un segundo. Ah, nada. Vale, va bien, va bien.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
Whoa!
Witcher Geralt.
Red door. One the boot black mentioned.
Joder, no sabía el niño decir que era una juguetería. La casa con la puerta roja.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Y le abre el cuervo que tiene le abre la puerta.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
Y está ahí Gerald.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
Y ese balancín, entonces, ¿cómo el juguete se está moviendo? Registra la juguetería con tus sentidos de brujo. Bueno. Me quedaba bastante para subir de nivel, ¿verdad? ¿Cuánta experiencia me acaban de dar? 500.
No use to anyone.
Solución para ti.
Must have brought someone joy sometime.
Aviso de desahucio. No es importante. Pellejos no quiero. ¿Qué es esto? ¿No puedo coger la espada?
Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Joder, cómo molaría poder ir con este caballo por ahí.
Nice little trinket.
Bonita baratija. Muy bien. Kit de reparaciones. Esto sí lo quiero.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys. Attic, let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. This his lover?
I don't rightly know.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
¿Sabéis qué podría ser? ¿Sabéis como el Jesús este que aparece en la humedad? Sí, le apareció en la humedad, si no recuerdo mal, una latinoamericana. Pues lo mismo.
Tools were used recently. Detlef unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
¿No vas a decir? Ah.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Vale, esto sí.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detlef's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
All of it written using the same ink.
No hay dos cintas negras iguales.
See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire, but I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either, especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Molaría que chupetease así el vino y que reconociese dónde es. Necesitamos más pistas, hay que seguir buscando. ¿Podría haberlos escrito? Ah, no, buscar más pistas.
Still got nothing, basically. Need to look around some more.
Let's get to work.
Busquemos más. Carta sospechosa.
Detlef van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlef killed not of his own accord.
A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Pero eso no quita que sea un asesino igual.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
¿Qué es que le pasó? ¿Qué le va a pasar si lo han dicho ahí en las cartas?
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associates with the kidnapped, or those who disappear against their will.
I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left. I can, however, hazard a guess that Detlef grew angry one day, showed another, more monstrous side. Detlef's anger could frighten anyone off. though most who see it get no chance to flee.
Dettlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Dettlaff is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals,
Yo mataría por cualquier cosa. Yo mataría por unas monedas de oro. No por Yennefer, no hay que
I
estar
get
lejos.
it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Recapitulemos.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Dettlaff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazeri ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Dettlaff's innocence, clearly.
Mierda. Pero suficiente para terminar... No.
Not how I'd put it. Doubt it's how the Duchess will see it either.
I trust you to convince her. And then...
What? Go on, don't be shy. See, you've got it all figured out, including the grin I gotta wear.
It's a rather bold plan, but... Were we to find Renowed, we would strip the blackmailers of their hold on Dettlaff.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Dettlaff? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Dettlaff and I both.
Y aún no sé quién se supone que es la tipa que te vas a tirar en este DLC. No sé para qué vengo aquí. Bien, vamos a ver dónde está el teletransporte más cercano, porque me imagino que me hará falta. Vale, está justo hacia el otro lado. Y bueno, pero habrá que mirar si hay algún teletransporte. O sea, que donde puede teletransportarme cerca. Se ve que sí. Perfecto. Joder, si ya casi somos nivel 42 y no he hecho absolutamente nada. Pues igual sí que me va a dar para subir al 45. No, la misión no hay que teletransportarse al lado. He subido un nivel entero hablando. Y poco, no hemos hablado tanto. No llevamos ni 15 minutos de directo. En serio, hay que dar toda la vuelta para poder venir hasta aquí. Sí, porque debe ser dentro. Bueno, pues nada, vamos a seguir los puntitos.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair. Your Grace.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
El caso se ha complicado.
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Que lo haga él, entonces.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
¿Por qué no se fían de mí? Venga.
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guards' men in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
No es un monstruo vulgar y corriente, quiero encontrarlo e intentar hablar con él.
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Una mujer inocente ha sido secuestrada. Hay que liberar al amante del vampiro. Ya
I'll
está.
find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop!
El sommelier es el que conoce de vinos.
Wine is sacred.
Madre mía.
Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Estes, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me.
Joder, qué rápido.
Witcher, show him the paper scrap.
Ahora va a hacer eso, va a empezar a respetar.
Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saar too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high.
Lo mejor es que se lo podía estar inventando.
Saar Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Revello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Sonreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
¿A qué os referís con debemos?
Wait.
Voy a tener que ir yo
Your
también.
Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
Ay. Joder, a mirar si les falta vino. Tendrán que ir ellos, ¿no? Para saber si les falta o no.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Sí, joder. Voy a visitar
ready to
tiempo.
go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
A ver qué se pone. Ahora va a ir toda buenorra. Minifalda, escote... No, vale. Bueno, tacones. Es que bueno, aún así llamamos un montón la atención, mires por donde lo mires. Un brujo, un capitán, ¿no? Porque sigue siendo el mismo pavo y la otra con la cara tapada.
Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Pues delante de ellos. Bueno, claro, los tengo que escoltar, tengo que ir delante. Si voy rápido, ellos van rápido. No, ya veo que no. Joder, ¿en serio es necesario esta camine? Es que joder, bien podían haber hecho un teletransporte.
Panthers have attacked the wagon. We must help.
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this. Help! Save us!
A ver, no, a ver. Matemos estas mierdas. Me mola lo de que la espada se... Joder, qué paliza me está dando, ¿no? La mierda las... Me mola que la espada sea roja, la verdad, se ponga así de color. Joder, me van a matar. A ver, vení aquí. Aquella. Ahora por esta primero. Ahí está, además me sube la vida. Joder, es que por encima no achantan de ninguna manera. Ahí está.
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Thank you.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Pues muy bien, nos vamos. Mira, la otra se va sola. Es normal que la tenemos que escoltar.
It's the best in all Tucson. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Bueno, menos mal. Venga, espabilar.
Hey there.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed?
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Queremos hablar contigo, venimos a hacer una inspección.
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about San Real?
I am at your service.
¿Quién tiene acceso al vino? ¿Cómo se transporta el vino? ¿Ha habido algún robo de vino? Esto estaría bien empezar por aquí.
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
Vale, pues ahí ya tienes... Con esto ya sabemos que es alguien de aquí dentro.
The San Real. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become San Real.
Las tienen que pisar con los pies sucios y todo eso, ¿no?
Only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes San Real. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to San Real. Someone who should not have. Which means one of two things.
¿Qué ha sido este?
You lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case,
Me encanta ese acento que tiene.
You shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the San Real stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
Ala, y ahora en lo que nosotros volvemos, este tío habrá escapado. Entiendo yo, vamos.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Se arrodilló ante mí el señor ese. Porque como ese señor iba a saber que esa es la tipa que es, la duquesa, la condesa, o lo que sea. Se arrodilló ante mí.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Leamos el registro. Madre mía, espero que lo haga automáticamente.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Bueno, está más claro que el agua que va a estar al final de todo, ¿verdad? Ah, pues no es esta.
Hervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
No sé este. Ah, pero es Hervelous, no es sangre real. Vale. Un martillo. Joder. A ver, leer. Nada. Lo dicho, el que más lejos estaba.
Among the best in the world.
Ah, pues no son. No es ninguno de...
Got Pomino over here. Fiorano, Dandelion's favorite, adores it.
Ah, yes.
Piso de
That
arriba, tal vez.
sophisticated palate of his.
Ay, Dios. Sangre real, casi, ¿eh?
Real, 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
Lo siento, tengo que usar esto porque no veo. ¿Será esta? Nada. Oh, casi, ¿eh?
Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Pues entonces es esta porque es la última posible. ¡Bien!
Right here, 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Golpeemos entonces.
Full.
Full?
Full.
Full.
This one's full too. Full.
Que esto no sabe hacerlo la otra tipa, se queda mirando.
This one's full too.
Está todos luego.
Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sanrial? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Y pillamos el pedo. Joder, y me he dejado el martillo abajo. Tengo que volver a hacerlo, lo siento, porque si no, no veo. Encuentro un martillo... Ahora aquí. Oh. El martillo está abajo, pero es que a lo mejor hay más por aquí. Bueno, pues nada, vamos para abajo a coger el dichoso martillo. ¡Salta! Una espida de tonel. ¿Y eso dónde carajo estará? Ah. Vamos a pillar un pedo.
Let's broach those barrels.
Ahora, pitéalo ahí.
Ready.
Step aside.
A ver, prueba. Y como se toma el gusto de tomarlo ella, ¿eh?
So?
Slightly smoky, strongly tannic, definitely Sonreal.
Vaya. A ver este. ¿Os dais cuenta de la pedazo de misión que estamos haciendo, verdad? Y no me da... ¡Dame a probar un sorbito! Coño, a la segunda.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
¿Y cómo sabrás, Gerald?
This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
¿Qué? ¿Le llevamos el barril como prueba o lo dejamos ahí?
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
Ay, Tengo ganas de beber, no sé si irá por algo ahora en cuanto pueda.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
¿Y por qué lo sustituyó por uno que no lo es?
Resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Como dependa de mí. Como depende de mí. Claro, de verdad pensaba que nadie se iba a dar cuenta de que se vino en una puta mierda.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, your grace, you must forgive me.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name?
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Cintra.
I've no Cintrin aristocrat at court.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
Ah, suficiente.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge.
Por vender un vino.
What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Cintrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Ya mismo, vamos. Venga.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
Que se va a levantar así el dedo meñique. Le controla la mente a uno. Ah, bueno, al menos me he teletransportado. No tengo que ir a pata. Eso ya es un punto.
Relax. Now we wait.
Se me jodió la can, no me jodas. Está congelada la imagen. ¡No! ¿Cómo es posible? Vamos a... Eso hay que arreglarlo, pero ya. Ah, sí, lleva un buen rato clavada. Bueno, pues la hacemos así. Desactivamos, activamos. Y ya. ¡Hala! Ya vuelve a estar activada. Me podéis ver el careto en directo. Y no una imagen. Pues eso molaría, hacer como que tuviese una can y solo poner una imagen. Eso sería muy la hostia. Con una imagen, yo que sé, vestido de traje o así. Me pongo una foto ahí. Como si estuviese jugando en traje.
Our favorite vintner.
Bueno, en principio... Sí, en principio me muevo. Vale, perfecto. Joder, mierda, me he perdido. ¿Quiénes son todos estos patanes? Ah, vale, sí. Vale, son los que vienen a hacerse con un... Vais a acabar. Fino.
It's not him.
¿Qué? ¿Por qué paras de disparar? Ya está, era. Vino hasta aquí solo con una única flecha de ballesta. No vinieron preparados. Tengo que tener cuidado, que aquí me revientan, a pesar de que lo he pesado. Ah, vale. He penetrado en sus filas. Oh, me dio, se estaba esquivando. Qué buen jato. En el momento que dejo de cubrir, de esquivar y todo esto, me joden. No puedo, no puedo parar. Ah, este es el pavo que... Ese era un pavo con nombre, ese debía ser importante y todo. Como lo acabo de congelar, está buenísimo. Pero aquí son muchos más de los que parecía. Ah, venga, fuera. Vamos a por ir a por el de la ballesta. ¿Dónde estará? No, este no es. Pero bueno, vamos a ir por el que está lejos. Sí, sí que era el de la ballesta. Uno de ellos, vamos. ¿Eso quedas tú? Ah, no queda otro al fondo. Ahora sí. Ya.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
No tenías motivos, hemos hecho lo que teníamos que hacer, eso es lo que importa. Vamos a hablar.
Don't need to like each other. Just gotta do our jobs.
A mí alguien con tu bigote no me puede caer bien.
At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Imaginaba que habría venido. ¿Por qué no?
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
No entiendo No entiendo por qué esto lo iba a asustar. O sea, le iban a matar empujándolo desde ahí hacia abajo. Porque ahora le parece, oh, Dios mío, me van a matar con la bestia. Eso es mucho peor. Cuando en verdad te destroza, o sea, te mata casi al momento. Tenemos ese tipo de hacemos como último recurso. Sí, venga, va. ¿Por qué no?
Sure can. Fresh out.
Fresco.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Oh no, van a usar una
Live
cuerda.
bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Nada, venga.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me!
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there.
Madre mía, esas mazmorras se van a llenar entre el otro, este.
Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Vamos.
Let's go to town.
Molaría que al tío ese, o sea, cuando lo juzgaran, al ladrón, asesino, lo que sea, yo que sé, que su sentencia fuese 4 años de servicio comunitario, yo que sé, pues trabajando en un circo. Y al otro, por lo del vino, lo condenasen a muerte. 1350 de experiencia, pero venga ya.
How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Podría ser en realidad un intermediario.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
¿Por qué generan esta tensión? Está claro que va a ser el Bigotes.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty.
Estoy choteando las rodillas para rompérsela. Con el rumor de que hay una importante recompensa por vuestra cabeza. O sea, primera vez.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Te deben preguntar qué es esto, ¿no?
The Mandragora. What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists.
Joder,
Painters,
algo más
sculptors,
increíble.
troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event going to be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Pues espero que me den la ropa ya directamente, porque si no... Bueno, me mandarán al sastre donde comprarla, ¿no? ¿Por qué? Ha chasqueado así para pagar el rollo este, ¿por qué? Enciéndemelo. Opcional, ponte un atuendo que anda en Rieta considera apropiado para la... Sí, sí, pero ¿dónde? Vamos a ver dónde nos queda ese sitio para ponernos el atuendo. ¿Es esto el atuendo? Sí, vamos a ir ahí. Podemos atacar tal vez por aquí.
The North must be a terribly barbaric land.
Eso parece. Ahora soy... Esto es como un Assassin's Creed y puedo ir por los tejos. Maravilloso. Sigue, sigue. Pues está lejos de cojones aquella mierda.
Long live Duquesa Ana Henrietta.
Mierda. Me fastidia, es que no hay paso. No hay para seguir por aquí. Oh, Dios, no puede ser cierto. ¿Cuánta vuelta habrá que dar para poder llegar a aquel sitio? Ah, ya está. Bueno, y al menos he descubierto ese sitio, ese teletransporte de ahí.
Can't pull one over on me, Witcher.
No such thing as an unsightly lady. An impression of that
Será una tienda, ¿verdad? Correcto.
All is in order.
¿Qué pasa? No... Va por los saqueos. Si no está el pavo para comprarle, se saquea. Una nota, un cofre. No. O esperaré a que saque de día. Me parece que va a ser lo mejor, ¿eh? Saquear. Ya por emisión fracasada te has perdido el evento. Ay, no, sí, sigue sin estar. Joder.
Sacre bleu. It's a crime. You're from the north. That's painfully clear.
Por llevar una armadura que es de este reino.
There is no excuse. There is but the need.
Les vas a quitar esta mierda. Me gustaría ponerme algo. Ya, esta tiene buena pinta. Jubón elegante de tal. Pues venga. Habrá que comprarse además las botas. Botas elegantes de tal. Guantes no hacen falta. Parece que no. Nada. No quiero jugar a las cartas.
Ever your servant, sir.
Quita, coño. Ahí. Madre mía, ya está guapísimo. Saldrá, ¿no? Perfecto. ¡Qué guapo es Geralt ahora! Coño, esta ciudad gana bastante de día que de noche. Está bastante más bonita así. Más cosas que nunca haremos. No, Gran Maestro Armero no vamos a ver esa mierda.
Nice tune.
La castración del héroe. Haced caso a papá, joder, buenas misiones. Lobo salvaje, madre mía. Le vendrá súper atractiva.
Why does that not surprise me?
¿Qué pasa si tienes el don de la abstracción? Hace... y ya está. Poco después, si se hace de noche. Un poco después, y pasaron como 6 o 7 horas. Porque lo dejé en la mañana. Poco después. Había que llevar una máscara.
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. My, Geralt. Not bad at all.
Incluso llevamos una máscara.
Mask. Just not the kind required.
Es mi cara.
They're a little different, the ones Mandragora members wear. I've brought you one. Put it on.
Let's go. Soiree started.
Está claro que es por las orejas,
Wise of you
pero...
to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise. That's certain.
Está claro que lleváis una máscara. Qué feo soy, Gerard, joder.
How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Sí que se iba a vengar. Molaría, O la mujer allí llorando.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
No sé dónde se encuentra, pero os daré una pista.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress, there on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Pues opcional, participa en los entrenamientos. ¡Sí! Claro que vamos a participar en esas mierdas. Vale, hay que buscar a la pava. Como que la forma será con el...
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
No, lo siento, no vamos a hacer esas mierdas. A ver, busquemos. Yo me imagino que en el sentido del brujo la encuentras.
Let's go. You're bored as you've made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant struggle for power and influence.
Quita coño.
What else will they think of? If they can't agree,
¿Estás seguro de que no te tiras a la duquesa? Sí, segurísimo, no es ella. Tendrías que tenerla más contenta. Coge unas cuantas bolas de pintura. No, seguro, no es ella. No es Ana no sé cuánto, se llama de otra manera, por lo menos en la guía que yo he mirado. Pero es que aún no hemos conocido a... Es que es cierto, es raro, porque aún no la hemos conocido, a la que salía en la guía que te tirabas. Ahora ya me has jodido. Iba a pasar de todo. A ver, vamos a hacer estas putas mierdas. Bolas de pintura, ¿no? A ver qué hay que hacer aquí. Lanza bolas de pintura para sacar al artista que llevas dentro. 0 de 15. ¿Y cómo hago? Sale R1, no puedes... Madre mía, eso es arte. Espérate que hay que hacer esta mierda 15 veces. ¿Ves lo lento que va, eh? Es maravilloso. Y si luego no quiero esto, ¿qué pasa? ¿Tienen que tirar esta mierda? Madre mía, está precioso. Voy a intentar hacer una polla, a ver si puedo. Estos son los 2 huevos. Y ahora hacia arriba. A ver, quiero del mismo color. No puedo. No puedo. A ver. Está complicado el hacer el rollo, ¿eh? Esto es una polla abstracta. Y estos ahora van a ser los pelos de los huevos. Escarlata, carmesí, granate. ¿Se puedo tirar a la cara? No, me va a dar la misión por fracasada si hago eso. Ahora aparecen 2 tíos follando, ¿veis? Este es el pavo ahí, tirado en el suelo. O sea, tirado, inclinado, con la otra encima. ¿Veis? Soy un artista. Y cualquiera.
What? Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts
la dualidad espiritual.
The continual battle between good and evil and defiance.
Qué cabrón, ¿eh?
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
Nada. ¿Y qué se supone que hay? ¿Es para hablar con esta pava? Debe ser, sí. ¿Qué es esto? Ya me dejaba coger algo. Bueno, lo que sea ahora no sale a veces o no. Vale, entonces ahora hay que buscar... Ahora que tiene el rollo. Ah, es para tomar un vino. ¿Pero por qué no me deja coger? Ah, coño, que quiero un puto vino. Ah, absenta. Maravillosa. Joder. Gerard es un mierda, con sus poderes de brujo, resistente a todas esas cosas. A mí no me afecta tanto un chupito de absenta. Vale que pega fuerte, pero no tanto. ¿Y aquí qué hay que hacer? Porque ahora esto se ha puesto así. Ah, mira. Tengo que dibujar a la otra desnuda. Lo hago, ¿eh?
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
Que me dé lo de tirar las bolas de pintura. Así.
Of course it is.
Y la
A
pinto.
Kaviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
No, me la pela.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Cintrian noble. Ah, you must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this.
You must leave.
Uy, qué hostia tiene el pavo este, macho. O sea, tus sentidos en las mesas de los aperitivos para buscar el aperitivo perfecto, la buena gamba con su mayonesa. ¿Qué supone que tenemos que encontrar aquí? Un laúd. Es un laúd, ¿no? Uy, hasta acertado un instrumento sin verlos. Solo por la forma.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
El olor está en el aire. Huele a ella, huele a chochete bueno. Joder, mi obra, es que me inspira, cada vez que la veo. ¿Qué pasa? Esta señora no sabía andar recta. ¿Veis cómo está yendo? Mira. ¿Qué forma de andar es esta?
What if he doesn't come? He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
¿Pegarle?
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Me lo paga fantas. Venga.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him.
Podría ser un enano,
must get to the
tranquilamente.
dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
Son tus sentidos. Para seguir el olor, coño. Pues es esta. Voy a traer la que no es, ¿sabes? Abro, y no es. Hay cualquier otra pareja haciendo sus cositas. Uf, de voler a sexo, ¿no? No, ya está, a la mierda.
Must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
Oh, mierda. Me ha salido el mensaje de reiniciar. Ya está, solucionado.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Creo que es a esa la que te
Get
tiras,
up, I'll
Oriana.
be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Me suena ese nombre. Bueno, ¿qué hacemos ahora contigo? Usa tus sentidos de brujo para seguir el rastro por los balcones. Muy bien. A ver, mira, si está sonando.
Bloody handprint. It's his. Tore down the door.
En serio arrancó la puerta.
Clever. Must be pretty strong too.
¿Y vino por aquí o se metió por la puerta?
Must have climbed this ladder.
Pues subir yo. Coño, está aquí la escalera. Ahora sí que se metió por aquí por cojones.
Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains.
Joder, tío, que era tonto el culo. Se ha hecho daño el solo.
Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably.
Muy bien, ahora vamos a mirar el baúl por seguro que tiene algo para mí. Unas flores, eso es lo importante.
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room.
Y podría ser con eso, con esa tinta, la que te escribieron lo otro. Collar, cógelo también.
But it's not what he came for.
No es lo que vine a buscar. Pues... cuchillo.
Hunting knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably.
Cerrado, en serio.
Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
Tengo que tirarme. Ah, no. Vale.
Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer.
Es bastante horrible, ¿eh? Voy a tener que tirarme a eso.
Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
Cuéntame. Yo creo que sí que es esa.
I caught him red-handed,
Es muy genérica.
attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He...
fell out of the window.
Just so.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Y no lo ha recuperado, te lo tiene que devolver la otra.
Find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
¿Se parecen?
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Tengo que investigarlo. Comprobar que se cuece por allí. Venga.
Oriana. Everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
El dibujo me resulta familiar.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift, at a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right. What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Echo de menos a esa condenada
Their mission
asesina.
has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape or form. You must make sure of that.
Menudo giro de lo dramático de los acontecimientos.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlef van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire. We are lending our combined resources to the Witcher's hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally.
Ah, es otra vampira ella. Muy bien.
Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Te sorprende, sí.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Y está pasando en este
Despite
mismo
what you might
momento.
have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see, sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Eso no es excusa.
That's no excuse. There's always a way out, another solution. Seeking help, for instance.
These other solutions often come too late.
You're well aware there are men and witches who have done worse in defense of their loved ones. Am I right, Geralt?
If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
¿Por qué íbamos a ir nosotros a la bodega, a la casa de una desconocida, sin yo tener ni idea de vinos, o llevándome a otro? Está claro que es para hablar, pero...
conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detlef here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you are gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlef believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Vamos a cotillear.
Oriana. She really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long.
But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
¿Es una coincidencia que pasáis por aquí? No, obviamente no.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detlef, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detlef here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detlef. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlef. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to two exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
Y me despido, ¿eh? Me la sudáis todos. Adiós.
You have exceptional friends. This Detlef, an intriguing man to say the least.
Estoy pensando en tirárselo. Pero la verdad es interesante. Os cuento mucho sobre él.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive. Sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Muy bien. A mandar. Para recogiendo el vino. De Sianda. También el molino. Estará cerca el molino de aquí. Y por supuesto, bueno, hay un teletransporte relativamente cerca, lo cual está bien. Ahí tengo que estornudar. Creo que la que más cerca está es esta de aquí arriba. Emil Regis, menudo nombre. Otro 1300. Blimba, blimba. Espera, ¿qué hora es? Las 2:03. Llevamos hora y media. Parece que lo vamos a dejar aquí, ¿eh? Viaje rápido. Nivel 40. Pues al final sí que vamos a llegar al 45, sí. Te transporto aquí. Caballo. Pues... sí, lo vamos a dejar aquí. Como siempre, si veis esto en YouTube le podéis dar... le podéis dar un like y bueno, nos vemos mañana. En el que... bueno, pues vamos a... creo que ya en el siguiente episodio vamos a fornicar por fin. Y es lo que va tocando ya. Porque yo juraría que es con la Oriana esa. Te estás acercando a un punto de... Después no podrás terminar ciertas misiones secundarias. Guarda la partida antes de continuar. Aceptar. Pues eso, señores. Aquí se queda. Vale. Nos vemos.